Sarah Mitchell, a 32-year-old woman, had just moved from Boston to a small, quiet town called Hollow Creek in Vermont. She had recently lost her husband in a tragic car accident, and she hoped that starting over in a secluded town would help ease her grief. The house she bought was an old Victorian-style home, standing alone near the edge of a dense forest with a narrow creek running behind it. Locals warned her that the house had a history, but Sarah brushed it off as small-town superstition. The first few weeks were peaceful, but as the days grew shorter and the wind carried the chill of autumn, Sarah began to notice strange things. Footsteps echoed from the second floor, though she lived alone. At times, she heard soft whispers coming from the living room while she was in the bathroom. Sometimes, a woman's voice humming a sorrowful melody would drift through the halls. One night, while reading in the living room, the lights suddenly went out. As she lit a candle, Sarah saw a shadow standing on the staircase, a woman in a long tattered gown, her hair soaking wet, as though she had just emerged from the creek. Her face was blurry, but her eyes were pitch black like two empty voids. Frozen in fear, Sarah watched as the figure pointed toward the master bedroom, the same room once used by the original owners of the house. The next day, she went to the local library to investigate. She found an old record about a woman named Eliza Harrow, who had lived in the house in 1892. Her husband had cheated on her, and in despair, Eliza had drowned herself in the creek behind the house. Locals believed her spirit never left, and that anyone who lived in the house would be haunted by an unbearable sense of loss, just like Eliza. The nights grew worse. Sarah dreamt of drowning in the creek, pulled under by unseen hands. She often woke to the sound of running water in the bathroom, even though the taps were shut tight. On the 40th night after she moved in, Sarah heard Eliza's voice whisper, "We are the same, Sarah. You know the pain of losing love. Come with me to the water." Sarah felt drawn in. The voice was oddly comforting, like a warm embrace. But just before she stepped into the creek, she saw a vision of her late husband in the water, shaking his head slowly, as if warning her. She stepped back, crying. The next morning, Sarah packed up and left Hollow Creek forever. The house remains empty to this day. But sometimes, on misty nights when the wind blows in from the woods, people say you can still hear a woman singing from the upstairs window.